Good evening, everybody. Welcome to my channel. This is Bethany Limley, aka Cotton Queen. Um, so this video is going to be about you should always be prepared for emergencies in case you ever get evicted or throw out your home. You should always be prepared, and this is for all ages, for all mental statuses, and everything else. So, as you can tell by the title, is prepare for anything, emergencies or homelessness, power outages. Um, so homeless bags for humans, starting with the female adult homeless bag. And I'm sorry that my face is all messed up. I am very sick. But anyway, a woman should have a good sized backpack, but not too much that overpowers her. That must be waterproof backpack. A water bladder, which is they come in 1 liter, 2 liter, 3 liters, I believe, maybe more, maybe less. There's different sizes. And what a water bladder is, it's a thing that holds water, a lot of water, but it's still portable and you still can carry it in your backpack. Um, you need at least 3 changes of clothes, a wallet, cash, not a whole lot of cash because you don't want a whole lot of cash on hand. But a little bit of cash, at least 1 roll of quarters for laundry to go to the laundromat. At least have 3 days of food and snacks. A savings account with at least $600 in it. Medication, at least 1 week of meds. Have bath wipes, dry shampoo, brush, comb, first aid kit, tent or a tarp with stakes and rope, journal and pens, social security cards and birth certificates for yourself, laptop and charger, pads and tampons, shelf-stable milk. Like you can get these little cartons of shelf-stable milk at Walmart or just about anywhere. But my best advice for you is go the powder milk because you just add water. So you can go anywhere, add water to powder milk. Have extra water bottle that you can reuse, that you can wash, like a plastic water bottle or a canteen. Have 3 bottles of water, like the trash disposable bottles of water. Have 3 of those additional to the water bladder and a full reusable water bottle of water. Have your checkbooks and registers. Have 3 extra pairs of underwear and socks, cell phones and chargers, battery bank, a head lamp, deodorant, chapstick, lotion, perfume, oil hygiene products. Because it's so important if you become homeless to have that stuff. And for females, you should also carry safe sex supplies because you never know. This is for adult male homeless bag or for emergency as well. This is for the males. Waterproof backpack, water bladder, at least 3 changes of clothes, a wallet, little cash on hand, at least 3 days of food and snacks, roll of quarters for his laundry. Have at least $600 in a savings account at the bank, a separate bank account for you. Medications at least a week. Pack of bath wipes or dude wipes, basically the same thing. Comb, deodorant, cologne, first aid kit, tent or tarp or stakes with a rope. Or even haymaker would be good with a tarp that goes over it so you won't get wet. A journal, a couple pens, your social security card, your IDs, and birth certificate, like everyone needs in that household, in the bags. Laptop charger, phone and charger, shelf-stable milk, instant coffee, condoms, extra water bottle, reusable. Have that filled up with water as well, along with the water bladder. Have 3 extra pre-packaged water bottles. Have Deer Park or Aquafina water or whatever you prefer. Checkbook and a register, oil hygiene items, body bank, lotion, chapstick, and head lamp. Because when you're homeless or in a shelter, you will always get chapped lips. It's bad. This is for male and female child. Okay, for each child, for each of these kids, they should have a waterproof backpack each, 4 days of food and snacks each, blanket for each, favorite toy each, coloring book and crayons for each child, reusable water bottle each, and extra bottles of water. This is for bath wipes, oral hygiene, 5 outfits for each child, sunblock for each child, extra undergarments and shoes for each child. It's so important. Lotion and chapstick each, comb and brush for each child, journal and pen and pencils for each child, state ID for each child, roll quarters is $600 per child savings account, which you guys are the parents, so you guys will be on their savings account as well. So make sure everyone in that household has at least $600 in a savings account with a bank. Um, for infant homeless bag, extra large diaper bag, waterproof as well. 2 cans of formula, enough clothes for each child with extra clothes. 2 packs of diapers, Pedialyte, 2 to 3 extra baby bottles for each infant you might have. 2 packs of wipes, diaper rash cream, extra receiving blankets. Have a stroller, and my advice is get a double stroller or a triple stroller, even if you have one kid, because you can use the other areas to like load it up with your stuff so you don't have to carry it all the time. Because a lot of supermarkets, grocery stores do not like you taking their carts. Um, it's convenient, but they don't really like that. Um, have a stroller, I went over that. Plenty of bottled water for 4 to 7 days. And if you get food stamps as well, or if you have money saved up, you can go to a gas station and get safe drinking water per your infants. A stuffed toy for each of the infants and for each child. A savings account because babies are more expensive. So each infant you guys have should have $1,200 in it per infant. Bedtime books per infant. 3 toys, including 1 chew toy, roll of quarters for their laundry, oral hygiene. Now this is for the pets homeless bag. A lot of people think, oh, you're homeless, you can't take care of your pet, but that's a lie. Um, Travel saddle, waterproof, dog food and treats, bottled water, collapsible or a regular dog food and water dish. Share shot records, favorite toy, extra collar and dog leash, dog licenses and rabies tags, pet booties, have a winter sweat and jackets per animal, dog or cat. Um, Blankets for your companion, waste bags to pick up the waste the dogs go and the animals will go. So it's more important for the dogs to get their waste clean up. Um, Light ring to keep track of your pooch at night, like a light ring, one that's glow in the dark light rings. Or you can use the Apple ID trackers and get something you can slide it into a collar for them so you can track them on your iPhones. Um, Medications, have a little cash on hand for your pet, name and number of their vet, and oil hygiene kit. That is so important, and flea medicines. Um, this is a note for this video. Even if you do not have kids, get a stroller or a wagon to carry your stuff in. And if you have a pet that gets tired, put the pet in the wagon. Wagons holds up to 300 pounds of some of the wagons. A cart will be better if you can find one. But like I said, there's a lot of grocery stores that do not allow you to take their carts. Always make sure you have a rope to use to tie to the 2 trees, even if you're the only one. Get a tree hammock, which is a lot lighter weight, and everything else to sleep in at night. And if it is you and no pets, less weight. Always have a plan in place if you become homeless or you have to be forced out of your home. Always be ready, packed, and prepared. It's so important. For emergency power outages, always make sure you have plenty of blankets, a battery operated lanterns, and candles. Save up to have a portable charger, power station, and things are expensive. If you're on a very tight, low, poor income, my advice for you is to save up or don't even mess with it. Um, if you're poor, just get multiple battery banks. Um, Be prepared and be safe. Make sure you have plenty of food, not hoarding plenty of food for your family and pets, and use food rationing techniques to practice. To make food stretch, always have a savings account with at least 6 months of bills and with at least 6 months of bills and utility payments. Make sure each child has a savings account to make sure their needs are met, just as each parent should have their own savings account to meet their needs and any pet's needs. Note, make sure every human and pet has their own first aid kits as well. It is so important. And get one, there's tourniquets too. So if you guys get hurt or if you're out in the woods, try and be peaceful and avoid all human trafficking, like with human show traffic, walking around your campsite or whatever. Make sure you have a tourniquet, because if you don't and it's hunting season and you're in the woods and they don't see you, you can get shot. YouTube, this is for the YouTube video, which I'm going to do another YouTube video separate from this one, but it is so important you guys have a backup plan if you become homeless or a power outage. And a lot of people can survive on the streets if you just know exactly what you need and what you need to do and whatnot. Like I said, hammocks are so cheap. So if you don't have kids, if you don't have pets, hammock is your best choice because it's so light. You can just put it in your backpack and won't weigh your backpack down, and you can tie it, say, between two trees. The most important thing is if you're in an area or the suburbs, make sure you're out by daylight and continue to walk. Start finding another place that is away from society. Because last thing you want to do is get caught living on the streets or in the woods or off a bike path or whatever. That is the worst mistake you ever want to do. And another thing, if you're going to be living on the streets, in the woods, or have these little homeless campsites, clean up after yourself, after your pets, after your kids, because it's unsanitary. It's so unsanitary. I don't have a problem with homeless people camping out in the woods or somewhere little off the beaten path. My problem is if they leave their campsite trashy, disgusting, unsanitary, unorganized, just really inappropriate. That's when I have issues. If you keep your campsite clean, if you keep your area clean, no trash, no human feces anywhere, and you keep your campsite tidy, not a mess, then I'm okay with you camping out in the woods or whatever. If that means you have to, if you're homeless. And for the winter months, make sure you have wool socks, wool sweaters. Make sure you layer your clothes in the winter. That is the number one thing. Make sure you have plenty of socks on, and make sure you have plenty of layers of clothes on for the winter months, because if not, you can get frostbite and die, or you can get pneumonia. So that's another thing you guys should really think about if you're going to be homeless. If by chance you're going to be homeless, or you get foresight homes, or you get evicted in the winter, always have layers of clothes on and extra clothes. They even have these microfiber towels and washcloths. If you have a gym pass, you can go there and shower, charge your electronics. But make sure you have a gym pass before that ever happens, so they can get to know you and so they can build that trust with you. That's the best way to go. Even when you're not homeless, always make sure you have a gym pass. Whether it's to Planet Fitness or somewhere else, because Planet Fitness is open 24/7 a day. And the biggest thing, if you're homeless, do not look like you're homeless. Do not look like you're homeless. Do not look like you're homeless. Take care of yourself. Take care of your campsite. Take care of your family. Don't have any backpacks that stand out, because that's not going to be good. A lot of people are like, oh, you got a backpack. Oh, you're on drugs. You're homeless because you're on drugs. But no, that's not always the case. As you guys were seeing in the previous recorded video I uploaded a few minutes ago, it finished uploading. There's stuff about homelessness and SSI recipients. Please go looking at that video. I'm not good with all the links and stuff to put it in the comments below, but I'll eventually figure it out. So it's so important you have it plain. Make sure you keep your campsite wherever you are clean. Do not look like you're homeless. Keep yourself up with your hygiene, your clothes. It is so very important. And laundromats. I mean, you can go to a laundromat and wash your clothes, but do not bathe in the laundromat bathrooms. A lot of people are locking the bathrooms because of that. Also, make sure you have off spray for each person, okay, in your family, so you won't get bitten up by mosquitoes. They also have mosquito nets that you can put over your tarp and over your canopy, um, so mosquitoes won't get in. Also, if you are a family with pets, my best option for you is have two tarps. Layer that tarp up with another tarp and make sure there's a tarp all like cover your whole area where your clothes and your animals and where you are sleeping. If it's in the woods, it's so important. Also make sure you like have a pot or a pan, a little pot to cook, or a little pan or a little skillet, and some stuff like that. As and make a little campfire. Do not build a big campfire. That is the wrong thing to do. You can still cook, all right, when you're homeless. You just gotta go the right way about it. You gotta know what you're doing and not cause a wildfire. And also make sure every human in your household has at least two face masks because of allergies or pollution or fire. Like if you're in California, there's a lot of fires. Make sure you have a good mask, at least two of them for each family member. That is so important. So, with this said, I hope this will help those who don't know what to do, if they're at risk to be homeless or they're in an emergency situation. Always have your stuff packed ahead of time so you can get up and leave um, at the last minute notice. And if you're getting evicted, they have to legally give you a 30-day notice. And within those 30 days, you can rent a storage building, put all your stuff in a storage building so you won't lose none of it. As long as you're able to put it in a storage building. And my best advice for you is to pay as much as you can in advance for your storage building. That is so important. And if they give you a 30-day notice, you have the right not to pay rent. That is how it has to be. That's how the law is. They cannot make you pay rent with a 30-day notice. They cannot do that. If they give you a 30-day notice, they ain't getting the money. That's how it's supposed to be. So make sure you're always prepared for the worst. And a lot of people say, oh, you're paranoid. No, I'm not paranoid. I've been there. I've been homeless. I was not prepared so many times because I was a domestic violence victim. I'm a survivor, and I never had a bag ready to go, and I should have. Okay? So I'm telling you this from experience. Please be prepared ahead of time before any of that stuff happens. And if there's a feeling that you might get evicted, always start looking for storage buildings. Put a little bit of it every month in the storage building so you keep your stuff. And pay ahead on your storage units as long as you're able to. Make sure it's out of flood range. Make sure it's not around big cities where there's riots. Make sure you have a plane A, plane B, plane C, and a plane D. So in this video help you guys because I put these packets, I put these emergency homeless prepare packets all over the mental health agencies in my county, and not one person has picked it up. So I won't go live about it. So, adios, amigos. Talk soon. Take care. God bless. Peace.